Okay, so today I am recording playing the new Baby in Yellow chapter. But first off, basically I'm going to be playing through the first 3 chapters and then playing the base. Then I'm going to play through a base 3 chapters then to get to the 4th and final chapter. Yeah. So now it's time to play the new update, Dark Whispers. Hopefully everything I set up worked.
This is Crown Childcare.
This is new.
Gold standard in babysitting. You have one new client message. Oh, hello. I'd like to book a sitter for my little prince. It's for 3 nights. You just need to feed him and put him to bed. Easy peasy.
Not easy
Bottles
peasy.
in the fridge. The address is apartment 10, Euclidean Towers. And the key's under the plant pot. Take care. Thanks.
Well, it's pretty... This is brand new, but it's pretty easy in, Act 1. But there's some new stuff. I guess this is... Oh, what is this? Babysitter wanted, so yeah, babysitter adds... some music... Oh, Pikmin, Pikman. That's the guy from Chapter 2, that's Apartment Way. Is it? It's a pizza ad, some other stuff. Lost cat. That must be like the black cat, right? This is brand new. Okay, still no hands. Okay. What the? That layout was completely different. I'm also going to be pointing out all the differences that have happened. This is brand new. Yeah, so we got the couch is all different. The bathroom I think might be different. The changing pad is definitely new. But the couch is the biggest difference I noticed. The table. Yes, I got 1,000 dunks. It was very difficult. The kitchen looks new. Or it looks like different. Okay, that looks a little different. Oh, I should explore the upstairs first. The parents' bedroom will be locked until that. And we'll get to this when we get to the 3rd chapter. Ooh. The cool new painting. Book's still here. I think these blinds are new. Well, I think it's time we get on to the main story. Yeah, so I first got into the Baby in Yellow when watching the YouTuber Dak Blake. So if you like this video, I suggest you check him out. He also played through the game before a lot of the updates, so that's where I get a lot of the information of changes that happened. So yeah, we got a bunch of, I'm really excited to talk about the changes. This changing mat's definitely new. Yeah, so it disappears, just appears at the foot of the stairs. Now you gotta take him to bed. I feel like the animation for the baby feels a little different, but I could be just imagining it. The bed looks actually different as well. Find the storybook and sit down. Gotta turn up the volume.
A cat jumped on his bed.
I found a secret garden,
said the cat with much delight. Excitedly they ran outside, explorers in the night. They walked through the golden garden gate.
Look at the pretty trees.
They walked along the pretty pebble path.
Look at the colorful flowers.
They walked past the fabulous flowing fountain.
Look at the dancing water. Look, look, look.
But the prince didn't like the garden and started kicking down the trees. He dug up flowers, grabbed the hedges, and pulled off all the leaves. He ruined everything for fun. The cat
What a mistake I made.
The cat cried out.
I should never have brought him here.
I also think it's interesting he said he kicked down all the trees. So if they were like little baby trees, that's understandable. But if they were full-size trees and he kicked them down, that's insane. There's also the baby plush, which is kind of cool, honestly. No, okay, yeah, that was definitely a creepy face. And I know there was one appeared in there, but I didn't know they appeared in the... Yeah, that face. If you can't see it, then you could watch back, but... Yeah, leaving... Oh, of the baby, in the baby's bedroom. At first I was like, wait, that's different, because normally you would like... Yeah, I have to close this door. Whoops. Yeah, you just gotta sit down and watch, and sit down on the sofa. Which looks remarkably different. It was more like a normal couch, but this is like the wooden frames and like pillows. This is much different. This is new. Originally it was just like a blank screen the whole time, which is, it's cool that they have like actually something that appears on it. This is the Toasty 4000. The books were added alongside this inside a big update before I think that's Carpet Snow. Alongside the big changes to the first and second chapters, but before the third chapter had released. Before you just put the baby in the bed, and you used to turn off the light as well, and then like leave and close the door. And originally, I'll get to the Toasty stuff, Toaster 9000 or whatever it's called later. Yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty simple game at first. I guess the advent technically was kind of right, just like for the first night it was pretty simple. Oh, is that the only thing on TV? Just like one frame of an ad with music in the background? That's honestly really boring. Imagine if there was a channel that was just one picture of music the whole night. The baby's actually watching something. And we can switch to channels! Yay! The Adventures of the Scared Little Rabbit. Is that all that's on? It's on all okay, so it's on all the channels. Wow. Technically you don't have to put the baby in the high chair, but I personally do. I'm sure a lot of these smaller details are different, and especially with like the closets as well. Dang it! I forgot. Yeah, I've played through the entire game and gotten all the achievements, all the like Spirit Souls things that you have to collect. These ones. And the crown is not part of the game, by the way. I just put it on. And it's what I like to have on all the time, but yeah. So this chapter is definitely when it gets really weird. Like the baby was teleporting in the first chapter. In this chapter, the bottle happens. You all saw it, and then this originally in like early chapters, it would just float all the way upstairs, and that was one of the bigger changes. But then later, when they did the big change to the first two chapters, they changed both of so now instead of just flying on, going straight to the bathroom, goes around, or to the parents' room, it goes around a few ones, and originally it was like a talisman on it was like a thing there, but now it's like the baby, so not the baby, this thing jumps there. Originally this was like a normal room, but look at this place. This is completely different. There's a big boarded up room. Is this what Dark Whispers is gonna be? Like Dark Whispers will be here through here. There's also a lot more artwork of like the baby of like the book. Look at the prince, the scary prince from later. The sheep and the cat. just this a lot of the same stuff. Like the rabbit's new, and then this stuff is new. I wonder if this is a real. These are like some of the like this is a real number maybe. There's also this not an emergency. Crown. The musical, which is apparently a musical performed by the dude. He did have like all the records and the piano in his room, so that makes sense that he would have like that he has like musical business. And yeah, there's also like vines in the parents' room. That was weird. That's a little yeah. But there's like vines in the room. Looks totally different. It was like a normal room, but now it's like worn down. There's vines and stuff. This door is completely new. I think this one might have been a bit more to the side, or maybe it was the same place and this was like a blank wall. There's no vines and it's like a boarded up door. When there's shoes, and there's all this crazy stuff. It looks more cluttered. There's the musical thing. Could you open these before? I'm interested to see if they'll have new achievements as well, because that would be exciting to have more to do. So, Prince and the Rabbit. Or the Prince and the Rabbit.
When the rabbit came to visit, the prince said time to play. But his big red eyes, they scared her, and she didn't want to stay. Quickly towards the exit, the tiny rabbit hopped. The prince ran right behind her and screamed she must be stopped.
Jesus. Oh my god. That scared me. I forgot. It felt a lot more like sudden than usual. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Okay, anyway.
Through dark corridors he chased her. Hop, hop, hop. A relentless, futile flight. Hop, hop, hop. Round and round inside the palace, in and out of space and sight. Hop, hop, hop. The prince, he couldn't catch her. His heart was filled with wrath. The rabbit slipped right out the door and vanished down the path. The prince cried out,
I need new friends. More. Now. Another.
I'll bring you some, don't worry now, replied his loving, caring mother.
Those voice dialogues sound like they're from like the Doctor, so that's interesting. That room is completely different. I'm interested to see how like the attic and chapter 2 stuff, like how all of it has changed. And I believe this is when the thing arrives. The Toasty 4000. Oh, I believe originally it like teleported to the bottom of the stairs, and you couldn't put it up before. And it's ripped on one of the heads, which is interesting. Oh. And I believe before the rabbit teleported to the bottom of the stairs when you heard the doorbell, when you went to the door and like, or then the rabbit was there when you open it like left, I believe. This is this and like the Adventures of the Scared Little Rabbit thing were on the TVs in chapter 2 during that segment. So it looks a little weird. It looks like a news broadcast, but the person is like their head is one eye, which is maybe it's like a show. It's my best guess, and we're on night 3 already. Oh, Jesus Christ! That was terrifying. It showed the baby symbol, then it flashed with lightning, then it went static, then it went to what it was before in the older chapters. Now it's the scared little rabbit. Oh my god, and the lights are flickering. I definitely did not expect to be scared by this, but it's very startling, and the lights are flickering now. I wonder if the the rabbit drawings will look any different. Yeah, so originally, but there was not any cheese toasty before like the one big update. And originally it was like perhaps a cheese toasty, and then when things all got all crazy, just as you reach your spot on listeners. But now you actually make grilled cheese, which is new and is interesting. And I definitely wish we could actually make like sandwich items or like grilled cheese items. This originally was just scary as soon as you got it, but now it'll get blown up. It blows up in your face. Yup, average. Oh, the cabinets are open and all the stuff is open. Oh, for a second I thought that was like a ladder, but no. That was new. Normally it just like suddenly blinks and then this happens, but that was actually the baby closed in. The wall. This is new. There's like a grate that shows you it. It looks like it's just these posters. Kind of around with pizza stuff. Stuff you'd expect to find in a freezer. Oh. Huh. This is all very different. Is this maze like changing as I'm walking through it? Because I feel like it's different. Maybe it's just like not quite lining up properly. Or maybe it is actually changing as I'm going through it. There's the turkey, which appears in quite a few chapters before and after this, mainly in the Christmas chapters, because the Christmas chapters are like happen around Thanksgiving and have Thanksgiving stuff like the turkey. So, okay. Well, the baby's scary eyes are staying eye. Was that in the original? So this is where it gets really scary and like it really starts to go chaos. Okay, yeah, the face looks a lot more scary than it used to. It used to look a lot more scary. Now, if you want to see any of the stuff before it was updated, you watch Dak Blake's video on it, because he was out of the video. Okay, I don't think he was animated before. I don't think he went, and I don't know if he went there before. I thought he just like teleported to the other side or something. I do not remember it actually like doing this, but it is still pretty similar. So yeah, there's some stuff that's still I think that like it used to be a lot less scary, or like thrown it back. The baby used to go flying back a lot less far. But that was very far and very forceful. That should not happen with a, this is the same, but it should not happen with did the rabbit's head always face you? I don't think it did. I think they couldn't like move like that. That's new. Normally he was just already in the thing. The flying animation is new. The rabbit, I think, is the only one with like moving eyes, and also the cut in his head is gone. This is the scariest story.
It was cold throughout the palace. The moon shone bright outside. The wind, it blew and blew. Oh no! The curtains flew open wide. The little prince was in his bed and couldn't get to sleep. So he called out for his mother, "Please go and find my sheep."
Okay, that's new.
"I'm thirsty," said the prince. So the sheep fetched a drink. "I'm dirty," said the prince. So the sheep changed his clothes.
Pile of bottles.
"I'm tired," said the prince. "Let me count you. 1, 2, 3.
That's
Just
new.
one more thing," said the prince. "Before I drift to sleep." He opened up his big red eyes and turned to face the sheep.
Is the baby normally have red
"Come join
eyes?
me in my dreams. Stay forever in my head." Obediently, the sheep stepped forth. Its mind consumed by dread.
Spacing. Gets really really scary. This looks exactly the same. Like the way the animals float up, the way the baby in his chair looks. Yeah, this looks the same. The way the floor opens up and it like flies up with the different curtains. Yeah, but I think the animation for like the baby appearing is a bit different.
Good night.
And that's and I think that's the doctor. Just making sure the recording is working properly. It's like recording properly. And it looks like it is. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't like not recording this properly the whole time, because that would be really awkward. Act 2. The acts are also named after the animals in the books, and you do the same thing as the animals in the books. Act 1 is sheep, you take care of the baby. Act 2 is rabbit, you run away from the baby. Act 3, it's the cat, you bring the baby somewhere that he ends up destroying. Yeah, and I'm interested to and there was not a fourth book, so I'm interested to see what the fourth
This
chapter
is Crown Childcare.
Same.
The gold standard in babysitting. You have one new client message. Oh, hello. It's Casilda from apartment 10. Oh, thank you for the last sitter. They went down a treat. I'm off to a concert tonight. Could someone pop over and check in on my little prince? I'm sorry it's so last minute. Take care. Thanks.
Yeah, so one client, I guess, like, I'm assuming they, like, disappeared. Yeah, you know, just one client disappears in there after going to client, and they send another message, and they just send a new one. Unless somehow the first one went back and didn't, like, tell them about the demon baby, which is not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. I think this is new. I feel like I've seen this, like, rabbit company thing in the game before, but I don't know if that's... Maybe, is this exit sign new? Are we gonna... How similar is this gonna be? Because in the last one, you, like, see the baby, like, killing the person, or whatever they do. Is it gonna be the same? Yeah, it's a chair. The rabbit. Normally, you just see the baby, the door closes. Oh, yep, they just killed the person. They're returning, and they shut the door. So, yeah, that was definitely different, because the rabbit appeared and ran away, instead of just the baby was sitting on the throne before and ran away. And the rabbit never had any animations. It would normally just run. And we're actually following the rabbit instead of, like, seeing just the rabbit marks, which I guess are gone in this chapter. It's really cool to see all these changes. Seeing, like, the rabbit actually move instead of just teleporting. Seeing there was, like, a bunch of bottles in a row. Seeing the baby, like, descend from the sky after killing it instead of just sitting on the chair. Having him, like, actually do the motions, like closing the door and stuff. There's a lot more, like, care of, like, the animations, and there's actually dialogue, because, like, there's, like, the people, the company like, voice messages from, like, the client. I'm interested in, like, what exactly happened. Oh, I don't know why that startled me. Oh, come on! Last time it worked completely fine, it was just like a little shaky. But this time, we're not lined up correctly, and the door isn't fully open. There you go. Yeah, this is completely normal. Originally, it was just like a plushie that, like, teleported between the things. No animations whatsoever. And this is new. There is a spirit here. 5. Is that, like, part of the elevator? Yeah, so I definitely think I definitely love a lot of these improvements. The white rabbit! This is really good, like the white rabbit actually being like a rabbit. That definitely looks different. I love that, the rabbit. But this is a lot different. I'm gonna point out all the differences. Yeah, a Pickman. So red walls is new. The bathroom is completely different. Originally it was just like a small bathroom. This is new, like there's vines, a cracked mirror, that. I wonder what's with the cracked mirror. This is new and looks awesome. The whole layout is actually much different. Mainly the kitchen with like the elevated part and like this window thing. The painting might be a little different, but those are the main differences. What's different over here? It's not the same. I think the picture on that might be different. So there's 3 musical things. First one is right to the side. The second one is right. No. I thought it was like on a couch or table. Okay, it was slight, okay. So it's on the kitchen counter. And the fridge, I think, is a different color. And I don't know how similar that was. But just as always, the fourth piece, or third piece, I saw in here. It's different. I can't tell. Wow. Yeah, so Alice does it? I don't know. But Pikmin's. I keep saying Pikmin, which is a game. And a lot of people pronounce Pikmin as Pikman, which is not as pronouncing. Pikmin is different from Pikman. I think they're a lot more closely connected. This one is like a perfect line, and this one's slightly damaged. But I think originally they were much less connected. Jeez. Was that like a ragdoll or just like actually part of the animation? I also think it's kind of interesting because this dude Pikman has a secret code that with like the baby drawn on it that has a button that also leads into a creepy passageway, which I think looks different. I don't think there's light. I don't think there's like pipes. I think it was a little shorter. Originally, it led just a little small passage to an ice room, but now it's like actual turning point where it switches to standing up, and the room break through. How am I supposed to? Oh, but yeah, originally, if you want the more details, definitely I suggest watching Dak Blake's playthrough. But originally, it's just a small passageway, not too much detail, that head into just a room. But now it's like smaller passageway leads into a bigger room, much longer, where you're actually slower. And this mantle is definitely different. And it was originally just like a special pedestal, but this is actually like a music player. I also think this is interesting because in the original it was like a full mantle thing display, and this makes it feel like it's more of like a broken down part of the house. Those maybe only made for maintenance. It's broken here, so maybe it wasn't even intended to be accessed here. Originally, it made it seem like this is much bigger. It's like part that actually shoots the music. I also see that instead of just not including windows or having them be blacked out, I can't remember which they actually did windows, but with curtains. This thing is facing you, which is creepy. Oh, where's the white rabbit? That's a tongue twister. Dang it. Okay, that was creepy. The white rabbit! Where is he? Where is the right? I think this desk is different. There's probably a lot of small details that I'm missing. It's like just slightly modeled differently. No! No! Get your hands off of him. Okay, that's creepy. Okay, jeez. Why couldn't was the door like, yeah, the door is locked. Maybe, is that optional? Could like we have gone straight to the power thing? I think the power door and like it looks a little different around it, and the door itself. Definitely different. So I guess the main character is just invisible. Originally this was the first thing and there was not walls and rooms. This is much different. Originally it was just like one room that goes over here and they expand that out here, and just small things on the wall and like a thing here. Much different. No wires, no wires. And it was like no hallways. Don't forget, clock in and out. Oh, this isn't a mirror, this is a window. That awkward. Now I feel kind of stupid. These look a lot more detailed, and I love these like wires. This is Okay, that's a little ominous. Just goes up forever. How similar will this part be? Grilled toasty, cheat. You know what I mean. The vents is different placement. Oh. Wear your safety gear. That is a fact. Smart workers use smart tools. Is that like an advertisement? Yeah, I guess it is. Excuse me? The vending machine for all these snacks also gives out fuses? Originally, the vending machines were just with decorative. And the purple fuses were in one of these. Coins! And then there was also this. But that's interesting. Also pretty cool. What happens if we try to get C3? We can get snacks. That is cool. This is really cool. This is very different. If you want the specific details, I suggest you watch Dak Blake's playthrough, as I've stated before. Or you could watch some other YouTuber if you know they've played through the game before this update, because there's no way to play the previous versions as far as I'm aware, because Minecraft allows you to go back for the versions, but this game doesn't. That is really cool. I knew there was gonna be differences between the chapters, and I thought it was just gonna be a few differences. No, and also originally the baby would just appear there with the fuse from one of those, but now, and then they would float up and blow up. But this is different because he pulls them out and then breaks them. Yeah, wear safety equipment. There's sparkles around it to tell you need to use this, which is good because it makes it less obvious. I'm just gonna get a snack. No reason why. I believe it was 4 free 17, so that one's 17, and yeah, 4 free 17. The things that the codes are on are exactly the same. The code is exactly the same. 4 free 17. I feel like that's a little different. Like, it's definitely a little different. And this is actually, and what, so yeah, this is what you're supposed to do, by the way. Peace. Goodbye and good riddance. Fuse stealing baby. You know what? Never mind. There was also originally a few fuses around. Yeah, you can still pick them up. And there's also 2 boxes of fuses. Originally there was only 1 box of each. This is 2 blue fuse boxes and no box for the pink fuses. And originally you just put the 2 fuses in and boom, done. And there's the baby. Is that the vent? Is that the screen that shows what's in the vent? Because if so, that's weird. This is really cool. Yep, this looks about the same. Get ready to be scared, because it's very scary. Hello, White Rabbit. I hope. Oh no, oh my god, he's walking. Originally he just appeared and Okay. Okay, this is different. Originally you just ran for longer. And you just went through a hallway, there was no extra door, and you just ran straight to the elevator. Scary. And originally you just ran. Is it? I don't know why. Oh, he's actually walking instead of just popping out from the side of the elevator. My neck, the back of my neck is like warm. I think I've like never been this scared in real life. I don't think I've ever been this scared in real life, so it's like the back of your neck feeling warm when you're scared normal, because that's what's happening for me, and I don't know if it's normal, and I'm scared, and that was terrifying! Originally it's like, oh, okay. But now it's terrifying! I thought the purple heart was a purple key! Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm terrified. I thought the purple heart was a key. It was a diamond, not a heart. Oh. I am terrified. Oh. And originally this purple key was in a flower pot here, which I thought they were going to do for like the flower pot at the entrance. Otherwise, this looks about the same. Woo! Oh. Well, this is interesting. Originally, there was a purple key that went to here, but now there's an elevator and a yellow key that goes to here. I'm going to use a yellow key to get into that room, and if I get jump scared, oh, I hope I don't. I'm looking at all the places. The other place I believe there was a key was in the oven. Okay. Where's this stupid yellow key? Okay. So remember, there's this area of the game, but with the scary stuff. With like scary like tentacles and eyeballs. And the fact that it isn't here means that we're probably going to return here. So, I could be wrong, but it seems what we have to do is to progress the game. Instead of just finding a key here and going to chasing, we have to get the key here, which requires us to go through an elevator. And I doubt the item will save between loading zones, but I'm going to take this purple key just in case. Yep, just as I thought. And I'm guessing we're going to have to use this elevator and find the yellow triangle key. So this is what I was talking about. That's no. I'm going to just head upstairs and see if we still need a yellow key. Maybe the yellow key is... Oh, okay. Terrified. Shaking in my boots. I don't even wear boots, I'm wearing socks. So do we just gotta get the yellow key? Or purple key? Right. Maybe we should just head up a level. Well, it's backfire. There's a purple key down there, so I get it. There's two worlds, a scary world and a normal world. We have to transfer between the worlds. The purple key is... The yellow key is only available for a door that's normally locked in the normal world. And then there's a door through that door that with the yellow key you open it. And to get that you need to get the purple key, which is only in the normal world. And also you can't even get to the door in it, so even if you brought the purple key here, you still couldn't use it. Aha. Don't leave. Yeah. This is different. Originally it was like a hallway, and it was like a zigzagging hallway. You made like a lightning bolt shape, and then it... No! Don't do that! That's terrifying! Okay, this is what it originally led to. It just led straight to this instead of the creepy, echoing baby noises down a up a staircase to a door that claimed to be the exit. Yeah, this is just the same as I just shooken up because it was much scarier than I remembered. I'm starting to wonder if I should have just watched Dak Blake's video when he brought it out instead of playing through it without any experience, because I am terrified. Oh, this is different. I think it was just like it was much more simplistic. This is much differenter. So there's also, I believe, a soul around here, and if you put the baby in here, you lose. I learned that when I did it. I did it. Don't look at the TV screens. Originally, you get a few seconds, and I don't know what happens if you look at the TV screens in this version, in this new version, where everything is scarier. So this was like, that was the doctor. It was originally like a big one of these watching it, and then it was also a baby maybe. But now it's different. It was a picture of the doctor on the screen, and a bunch of other doctors, smaller doctor plushies were watching it. And then it was and then they turned towards you as the light turns off. But it was definitely the doctor there. Yeah, I believe if you pick him up, you die, or maybe nothing happens. Maybe he just despawns. I don't know. But I'm not sure I want to know. This is different. I feel like we're getting to this a bit closer sooner because there was like a bunch of other stuff between it. This is from the trailer. I know what happens, and I'm a bit scared. Yeah, we're watching. The thing turns. He's not turning. We're heading towards the exit. We're getting closer and closer, and then. Ha! Oh, come on! I thought I was being 2 steps ahead by walking around the door, but apparently not. That was very clever, though.
Quickly towards the exit, the tiny rabbit hole.
That's from the book. Oh. This is different. Originally, you would just walk around and do it. There's also a painting of the baby. Scary baby. I wonder if that crown is like always the same, or if it's like different depending on the costume the baby is wearing. But I don't know. Is it the crown? Yes, it is. I wonder if I could skip to the very end chapter because I already played through the game, or if I have to replay it.
His big red eyes, they scared her, and she didn't want to stay.
I can see why they called the chapter The Dark Whispers, because there was whispers and I'm scared. So dark, I guess.
Through dark corridors, he chased her.
This is awesome and terrifying.
Round and round inside the palace.
Tying the books and the chapters together more, I see. Thank you.
I need new friends, more now, another.
These are just the lines from the book, so I don't think I have to pay close attention to them.
Replied his loving, caring mother.
Door to the baby's bedroom, very scary. Is this like a maze? Am I going the right way? Could I be going the wrong way? Is there a wrong way? Is there only the right way? Is there a wrong and right way? Is there both? Is there neither? I don't know. Thank you for that. And I know exactly what I need to do. I remember when I put the baby in this, it killed me. This is what killed me, and there's also a thing there. And I did not notice before because it wasn't in Dak Blake's video, but this is what you have to do. Goodbye and good riddance, hopefully for the last time. It's not the last time, by the way. Originally, just like a golden bridge just appeared and it was like white, but this time it actually raises up and looks a bit more like after it stops glowing, because it was glowing in the original. Yep, the eye is still there. Eye is still there. Yeah, just did that and it just appeared in the glowing light and didn't stop. But then this time it raised up and disappeared. Whew! The doctor! Originally, he didn't appear until the final chapter. Strange symbol. I'm sure that's important. Ah, I see. Circle. I see what's happening here. I have to go through the door with the same symbol as the painting. Wait, this is a chase scene! I thought this was just like a... Wait! It was the, wrong way. Thankfully, I ran into the monster that time. have to just turn around? I think I have to turn around. Get this over with! Please be the right door. Thank you, Rabbit. This is much different. Feels a little bit more hard, because it's a lot more confusing and a lot less straightforward. Don't be a chasing, don't be a chasing. Okay, I was expecting it to just be like the monster. Now I'm a tiny guy, there's a tiny door, a giant baby. Oh my god. Oh! Goodbye, baby. Oh, come on! Thank you, the white rabbit is much more helpful because you see him like running and you don't have to look for the symbols on the walls, which you could miss. So it's on the same sides as well, so I don't have to worry about that. But you were just normal size and there's like a floor maple and a normal baby monster is chasing you instead of a giant baby and you're tiny and there's just oh. Yeah, again, if you want more details, watch the original. Yeah, same text as before, my little rabbit. But you're not the only one, there will always be more. Same thing as before, same thing as before. Oh! Is the third act gonna be just as hard, just as much more hard? It's gonna be like the same levels of more hard. Is this gonna be the same, like...
This is Crown Childcare, the gold standard in babysitting. You have one new client message. Listen, I just got home and your sitter has walked out. They were supposed to feed him. He needs a... What are you doing out of bed? Sitter, now. Just send someone right away. Yep.
Hold on, is my thing recording proper? Hello? Okay, yeah. Dialogue's still recording properly, so it seems like us running out made the baby mad, and then the baby killed the parent. So, yeah. Black Cat. Hey, Black Cat. So an early, like an originally when the leading up to it. Okay, I'm excited to see how the attic has changed though as well. Interested to see as well. So yeah, the second person like didn't feed the drinks to the baby, which caused the baby to go crazy and kill whoever was babysitting him. Is the baby gonna be watching us? It's up. The attic actually looks almost identical. There might be less paintings, but I can't remember. Followed Black Cat. Yo, so chapter 2 was following the white rabbit, and now we're following the black cat. We don't have to be walking back, but I like to. I feel like there's also more blue particles in here. I don't even know if they were in there before. I thought it was just gonna be like slight small changes, just like maybe a little spookier. I didn't think that they were gonna completely change up the chapters, and this chapter thankfully looks nearly identical. Maybe the 3 other chapters were older, and they wanted them to be on the level of this chapter, and so they made it look more like a bit like longer maybe and scarier. But this chapter looks like identical. If there's any changes, it's so small I didn't notice them. 5, 4, free 2. Okay, don't need 4. Also, what kind of babysitting place is this? Like, one babysitter doesn't return, send another. That babysitter leaves, and then you got a message that the parent of this baby like got like something scary happened to them, relating to the baby, and now you just send a third person. Really? This place is seems to not be quite as smart. And how is the 4th chapter going to come about? Is it just going to be the same person from the 3rd chapter, this person that we're playing as right now, exploring more to try and stop the baby? Or is it going to be the same... as the, or is it just going to be like a new babysitter? This part, yeah, I haven't noticed any changes with the 3rd chapter so far. But yeah, the baby's monster form looks a lot scarier, and its entrance is a lot more cool because you see it like pop up, and then like its like thing like the cobra like hood that on it like spreads out, in which is a lot more like cool. And also, didn't the yeah, so just exactly the same so far. Wrecked chair with the Dr. Plush. Imagine if this chapter like still had like the old like baby monster design. That'd be interesting and weird, but I doubt. Especially with all the other changes that they made. So we got this interesting one. Specimen. Okay, didn't get to read up. It was like free. The price is like specimen 22 free, which was imported from some place called it would start with a C, I know. The ladder that leads into nowhere. Newt. This is Newt. And he is one of if not the best characters in the whole thing. Newt, N-E-W-T. I wonder what it stands for. You know, I bet there's somewhere in the game that says where. About to say, like, I'm about to do this flawlessly first try. Apparently not. Yes, there's an achievement for doing this flawlessly, and it's really difficult. Thankfully, I already got it, so I don't think I'll have to do it again. I don't know why, but I just need to check to make sure it's recording properly, and it looks like it is. Whew. Okay, last thing we gotta repair on the booster thing. So I believe we have to go through here, grab a new booster unit for Newt, put it there. There's a wire in it. Is that new? You can actually pick it up. Weird, it has digital aspects. There's the recordings. Maybe I'll do some sort of video like on the recordings, because there's an achievement for getting all of them. But I'll do it like if the video gets 100 likes, which I doubt, maybe, then I'll do a video at some point on all of the audio things, like going through reading all of them, or listening to all of them, and like just and like showing all the locations for anyone who wants to get the achievement. And you do have to get them all of the achievement, or all of the plushies in like all in one go. You can't like get them throughout the story and then go back and get them and get the ones you missed, and it won't work, unfortunately. Hello, Newt. Wrench. Here. Yeah, this chapter looks about the same. I hope it's not changed, because the first chapter, the first two chapters being completely different really threw me off and was terrifying. And yeah, oil. I think that was in the first game, but it might be a different placement. Like the baby's face appearing on that thing. It's scary. I think it appeared earlier or maybe later. I can't remember. But I believe the thing glitching and showing like the baby was in the original game. No, not the hammers. Hammers. Right here. Here, and he has his crown. It was like the loading thing was like bottles. That's interesting. This might be new, but I've never looked up in this part, so I could be completely wrong. This one looks about right. I didn't pay much attention to the architecture. Yeah, yellow. Once again, looks... That might... no. Looks about the same. Pay attention to this. Looks about the same again. And the red one's already in there again. Once again, looks about the same. As soon as this appears, we're gonna see the scary baby face. It's the baby, because the baby's monster form looks a lot scarier in this version. I'm not sure exactly what's different, but definitely looks different. Especially like the face is the main thing. Looks very scary. I can't remember exactly how different it looked. Yeah, everything looks about exactly the same. And then there's also this, which I'm a bit interested to hear more about, because on like who this is, because it's kind of like it's like the baby in yellow, but it's like different a lot. But it's not a baby, and it's the same. It's not the same throne, but it's similar. Well, it's the same throne as before. It's just different from the throne that appears in the first chapter. I believe in an earlier chapter, to get the key, you would have to go put him through a tube. But I feel like, but after rewatching, I didn't see that, so maybe I'm misremembering. But I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of mixing this and that pipe up. Yeah, so this is pretty basic. Yeah, so we just gotta put in the key, and for a second I thought this place looked different, but actually, maybe not. Weird, it looks about the same. And I wonder if the staff belongs to the doctor. So there's 3 of these pages that show you the code to that thing, that are all around the candles. The book's here, and then if you put the letter up to these 2 candles, it'll appear out of the books. And to move the ladder there, you have to do all this. So yeah, if you can figure out the code by yourself, but the code is, it's this. Weird, it still looks the same. This might be new, but I don't remember because I don't look up that much. Yeah, I also think, so with these, you see like the characters and how they died. And these 2 feel like a little, like almost poetic, I want to say. Like, into the abyss adrift, ravaged by metal tempest, and then fell off a ladder. And then the other 2 are different. So Honorary Seeker Black Cat and then Seeker Dr. Nicholas Archam are both have no deaths because they're still alive. And those 2 paintings look new, but once again I don't pay that much attention to a lot of the details. And so they could have been there the whole time, and maybe I just didn't think to look up. But who knows? I wonder if these are different. Look about the same. I always forget I have to like open up the front first. Technically, you don't have to do this first one. You can like take a picture of like something else and I want to have like the lever for story purposes. Right. But I'm just gonna do it just because. I don't know why. And then something that not many people know about is that you can actually reuse the these filaments or whatever they're called. It looks about the same, even sounds about the same. Is the chapter select was like here before, but it's not here. Chapter select is here. Right. Into the machine. Keep forgetting these steps. Just gotta take 3 pictures. I I'm excited to see any more differences to this chapter or whatever the fourth chapter is, aka Dark Whispers. I wonder if the actual chapter name is Dark Whispers or if it's just an update. Because like the third chapter is Black Cat. Well, it's a Black Cat update. So maybe the chapter's name is Dark Whispers. Okay, that's it. Okay, I can't turn off the music, gosh darn it. I think it's all the same. Getting really close to the end. Green, red. Wait, I wonder what this symbol means. So now we got the second potion, which is also the second to last potion, because I believe there's only 3 story potions. I wonder how many of these paintings are different, because there's so many, and they could, who knows what small differences there could be. So for this part, you have to like catch the baby, and originally you could just grab the baby. But then after the Christmas chapter, I want to say, or no, it was the Halloween chapter. You have to, there's the tentacles that pop to stop you. So now you have to blow him up with a cannon, which seems a little extra, but then you just have to, put the baby into the cannon and bombs away, or cannons away, I guess. Or even maybe babies away could work. But that sounds a little too dark. I guess it is like a demon baby, but that's besides the point. Final flower is now dead. Hold on. Now it's dead. Interestingly, we'd only see the flowers for the 3 of the elements, but the first element, the red one, or maybe it's the orange, or don't appear. The flower doesn't actually appear. Maybe it's a flower, the flowers in the basement. There's 2, but I don't know. So now stuff is getting actually kind of really scary. Got the black hole light with a yellow around the part that is often associated with the baby. And we get the bottles loading. Wait, that was different. That was different dialogue. Should have paid more attention. Maybe in the if I ever do all of the recorder dialogue things, if I end up doing a video of that, maybe I'll read the dialogue, or maybe everyone will just read it in the recording, or something else. But once again, it looks about the same. The only difference so far is that, so it's purple and blue is the last one, which you can only see the purple. But I'm excited to. I think the only difference in this chapter is the baby monster form. I also think playing the game with sound makes it's a lot more scary. And the chapters in the chase scenes, I was like a lot more scared for because of the music, and so I panicked a bit more. And I don't think I'll ever play through that chapter again. so scary. I'm excited to see. This is the only part I think will be really different. No? Okay, the curtain things that's the only thing that I think is still. The doctor and the curtains are the only things that I think are different, and the curtains are even like a maybe. But this is exactly how it's depicted forward. Maybe even the same bed. But this is the baby's room for the first chapter with a shelf removed. So yeah, that's a fun fact. And then the door even led same place. Oh, baby appears with cheese on its head. And now we just gotta use the pacifier to make the baby sleepy. You are now sleepy. And then this door shows up. So in the baby's room, I don't know if it's the same in the original baby's room or if this is like a decoy baby's room, but there's 2 hidden rooms that are like hidden behind the wall. Once again, looks about exactly the same. Looks about the same. Did they make any differences? And like this part already had really good animation. Okay, I don't know if the baby had a pacifier in his mouth originally. Okay, that animation was different. The like hands moving upwards to destroy the core, or was new, and the baby having his pacifier in his mouth might have been new. So, I'm not a complete expert on it. This part has been always so very scary. This is a lot less scary because I already know exactly how it goes, and I don't really have to worry about being scared because I know exactly what's gonna happen. I don't have to worry about like doing the wrong thing or going the wrong place or anything like that. I just have to play through how I would normally play through it. Honestly, I could probably skip it if I was like playing through normally, but I'm playing it for a video, so I'm not gonna skip it because I want to record me first doing this. Now this is really the first really scary chase scene that I'm a bit worried about. Yeah, the placement's exactly the same. One in the bush, one in the fountain. So this is gonna happen. The baby's gonna appear. We're gonna have to give the cord to Newt. Run. Run. Peace, baby. Which sounds really weird out of context. Oh. So yeah, the baby's gonna appear just in a few seconds and try and stop us. So there's no more chase scenes until the new chapter, by the way. We're basically at the end. The only time, this is the first time the baby attacks, and it's completely scripted. Baby's model is the baby's monster form is the only thing that was different this chapter. I think they were just updating the 2 other. Okay, that might have been new. Something new happened, but I don't know. The animation might be a little smoother, but there was like not really anything different. The first 2 chapters, racks were different because I guess they wanted to update it with the new animation to make it on par with this. Okay, baby, so long and good riddance. Be a bit more camera movement here, but I honestly don't remember. Actually, that might have been less camera movement. I think originally, like the character was like, maybe that was actually the YouTuber. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess this is about still the same. So originally, fun fact is I believe that in the original thing, I was not paying close attention, so I could be possibly wrong, but I believe in the original thing, the chorus just flew off and then off, but if you look closely, originally the chorus flew off to the side, and then like the core turned, the purple core turned gold. But, well, now I feel like a really big. Well, now I feel really stupid because it just launched the cores off. This is really awkward because I thought that didn't happen in this version. world door. These notes might be slightly different, but I don't remember. And then the world door thing I think is really different. It's definitely the only one I'm pretty sure is different. And honestly, that I might have just not paid much attention to. So this is a really cool door. The thing slides in and the full closes, and then the whole thing slides and reveals the baby symbol. All these warnings and stuff just saying don't open this door, and we open the door. And this is not the same baby, it's another baby. And we notice because there's also four others. Staring at the new baby face. And here marks the end. There's a cutscene and then the end of the chapter. And the third chapter is basically identical except for Monster Baby's animations.
Why did you bring him here?
And one animation.
Not this time.
Originally he said like what have you done, and then just it ended. And then in the Christmas chapter was changed to that. The fourth chapter's not out. Dark Whispers just changed the first 3 chapters. The fourth chapter is still not here yet. This is just really awkward. I thought the fourth and final chapter was finally out. It was just an update to change the first 3 chapters. The first 2 chapters, barely the third one. Now I feel like an idiot because I thought the fourth and final chapter was finally here. Did anyone else know that this was just a minor update to the first 2 chapters? Am I just the only one? Did I just assume wrong? Dark Whispers is just an update chapter that changed a lot of things? Are you kidding? I'm just... So I didn't say my YouTuber name throughout the entire video. I'm a gosh darn fool. Everything is just I'm T-Fi. This has been Baby in Yellow Dark Whispers. I thought Baby in Yellow Dark Whispers was the 4th chapter. It's just an update to completely change the first chapter slightly, and the second chapter completely. If you want to hear my theories, or if you want to see drawings or clay, I'll do videos on that. Either if the video reaches 100 likes, I'll make all of the audio things locations for the achievement. If you want, I'll be playing the Pokemon ZA when it comes out next year in 2025. It's 2024. So this has been T-Fi, aka I'm probably gonna title this episode like I did not realize what Dark Whispers was or something. This has been T-Fi, Baby Yellow, Dark Whispers. It's very scary. Subscribe for more if you want more of me not understanding updates and stuff. And if you want to see me actually play Baby Yellow Chapter 4 when it actually releases. So I'm gonna figure this out and hopefully talk more about it in the next video on the Baby Yellow I do. Basically I'm also going to be doing clay sculptures of, I think I'm going to do a rabbit, cat, sheep, doctor, and baby plushes. I'm going to do clay of those maybe. If you want to see more stuff like this, like playing games, not understanding what an update is, what is not updated. Basically, this is. You know what? Never mind. I've said as much as I need to say, except for if you're a fan of my channel and you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when a new video comes out. Like the video if you enjoyed this episode of me thinking Dark Whispers was a new chapter, not just and realizing it's just an update to the first 3 chapters. If you like this video, if you want to see more of if you're a really big fan of if you're a fan of my channel, you'll subscribe. If you want to get notified when you see more, or when I post more, hit the bell. And this has been T-Fi, not understanding Dark Whispers chapter update thing. Goodbye. This has been a confusing and terrifying episode. Peace.